and welcome.
Recording is on.
So today I want to kind of continue from what we had discussed last Sunday service. And if you remember, one of the topics we talked about was about confronting the situation that we are dealing with right now. And I want to just take this a little bit further, a notch further. We talked about confront as being the willingness, the ability to easily face something without flinching. And we said that confront also forms the basis of a solution for many who are overwhelmed by their environments. But if we look at the definition of perception, perception is defined as the ability to see, hear, or become aware of something via the senses. All right. What's that?
The screen seems to be black.
Oh,
since the recording started.
How about now?
No change for me.
No change. So the screen is still black.
Yeah.
1 second. Any change now?
Now we see your face.
You see my face. All right. And let me just try this now.
That seems better.
How about now?
Yeah, now it's good.
Okay, good. So, and besides confront, let's look at need to just guys mute. Okay. We have to mute some of these microphones because can you mute other people or no?
Yeah. I'm sorry. I got unmuted somehow.
Yeah.
Yes, there is a way to mute everyone.
So perception is the ability to see, hear, or become aware of something via the senses. But also perceive is to notice, experience, or identify something using one's senses. And looking at the definition of perceptiveness is the ability to notice or understand things quickly, especially things that are not obvious. Okay, I mean, let's look at that for a moment. Perceptiveness is an ability to notice, an ability to see something or understand things quickly, especially things that are not obvious. And how relevant this can be in what we are facing right now, how relevant it can be to have the ability to notice, the ability to understand more things that are happening right now in this environment that is very confusing and very rather complex. So LRH further says, talks about awareness. Awareness, the ability to perceive through the senses. So that's an ability also. And awareness is the ability to perceive the existence of a capability of confrontingness. It's very interesting how there is a connection between perception, perceptiveness, awareness, and confrontingness, right? So awareness is an ability to perceive the existence, a capability of confrontingness. So if we consider that confrontingness is important for the type of environment we're living right now, if confrontingness is important in life in general, that capability of confrontingness becomes more materialized through awareness. Okay, so if we are more aware of something, we can be more capable to confront that something. That which one can confront is that of which one can be aware. So confront then is a willingness, all right? It is not just, it just doesn't appear without the willingness of one to confront something. So the ability to perceive, to be aware of, is a consequence of the willingness to confront. Okay, I'm going to read you guys something. Let me see if I can stop sharing here. I'm going to read you something. This is from Washington Congress on Anti-Radiation and Confront, 1956, from the chapter on background on scale of heaviness. So here LRH says, well, what was this all about? Well, it's summed up in this business of confrontingness. You showed them that it was possible for them to confront that car. You showed them that confrontability was a possibility. You showed them that there was something there. And when they became aware of it, they became aware of it so sweepingly that they were, of course, able to control it. They were made aware of it by confronting it. And that is the answer which lies back of these various things we call intelligence and other things. Now, there are some other aspects to this that have to do with quantity and exactly how things disappear and exactly what the scale is. But in essence, it sums up to this: that people who are unwilling to confront things are not aware of them. And their awareness is monitored entirely by their willingness to confront. Their intelligence is their willingness to confront. Because what is intelligence but awareness? And what is awareness but willingness to confront? And so, because we have been following through rather interestedly, and because every time we found something in Scientology which worked, we carefully saved it and kept on using it, and eventually moved into this particular sphere and found out that it was not contactingness, but confrontingness. There are many phenomena which prove this particular theory. There are many phenomena patterns which operate and demonstrate this whole tenet of confrontingness. But amongst the best demonstrations is simply making a person look around and find something he is willing to communicate with. Or look around and touch things. The room brightens up, his vision changes, other things occur. So it's very interesting, this idea, the idea that when they became aware of it so sweepingly that they were, of course, able to control it. So somehow that awareness was something that increased awareness was something that was a requirement for someone to control something, an activity, an object, something. So I'm thinking about the whole situation with COVID-19 right now. There's a lot of craziness out there. But to what degree each of us has the willingness to confront the situation? Because if at the end of the day we want to control the situation, we have to have increased awareness of the situation. And in order to have increased awareness, we need to have willingness to confront it. So it is that willingness to confront something that we have to work on that will eventually lead us to an increased awareness and then to a better control. If you have somebody next to you, right, and that somebody happens to be sick, or you are observing that that person is coughing and sneezing all over the place, I mean, you have to have the willingness to confront that situation so you can have a greater awareness and be able to control the situation, to control your body, to control that person too, and say, okay, stop coughing and sneezing in front of me right now, you know. And that has to do with a lot of other things too. As you know, for example, this past Friday, some banks started giving out the PPP money, the payroll protection program money, and people starting applying for it. It qualifies individuals who are business owners or independent contractors, but also if you want people who lost their jobs, they are receiving unemployment, which is even increased by grants from the government to greater amounts. So what do we do with that? What do we do with this money? Do we take this money as an individual, as a business, as whatever, and we get it somehow wasted, or we confront the situation we have in front of us? We confront the post-COVID-19 era, because that will come. It will come very soon. What we're going through right now is temporary. So that COVID-19 time is arriving. It's in front of us. So do we have the willingness to confront that time? Because if we have the willingness to confront that time, and if we want to exert the best control for that scene so we can be successful, we better have the willingness to confront it and to do the proper planning right now, the proper actions right now. And another really very awesome thing in that same reference is this one. It says, let me see, did I put this reference? Yeah, I did. So this one says, now willing to have is a lower scale phenomenon of confront. So willing to have is a lower scale phenomenon of confront. Waste, substitute, these are all lower scale phenomena. Create is an upper scale phenomena. but the person will not create those things which he is unwilling to confront. So if we all agreed that the solution is to create things, to produce things, to create something new, to create something appropriate for the future, then we better have a high willingness to confront. I'm just reminding all about this also from Scientology TV, the Stay Well from Scientology.org, or the Keep Well from Scientology TV. And because we are talking about awareness, because we're talking about the perception leading to awareness, willingness of confront, and how that confrontingness and how that leads to creation, I want to share with you this little video, which I hope I will be able successfully to play for you right now. So let's see.
Scientology contains tools and methods to assist you in finding your own answers to life's questions, your own truths about your life and you. But who are you? You are not a physical body. If you have your appendix removed, your personality does not change. You are not any less who you are. When you talk about the parts of your body, you probably say, this is my arm, this is my leg, these are my hands. You instinctively know that your body is something that you have, not what you are. Your body is something you use. So if you're not your body, what are you? Your mind? To answer that, you need to understand what the mind is. Your mind is something you use to figure things out. It is far more accurate than any computer. It has a memory bank containing pictures. All the memories of everything that's ever happened to you. When you think of something, you get a picture of it. But if you can see these pictures, even when your eyes are closed, then what is it that's looking at the pictures? It's you. You are a being, an intelligence, a consciousness, that part of you that is aware of being aware. In Scientology, we use the word Thetan. The term Thetan is taken from the Greek letter theta, which has long served as a symbol for thought or spirit. We use Thetan to avoid confusions with other concepts and beliefs regarding the soul or spirit. It isn't something you have. You wouldn't say, my Thetan. You'd simply say, me. You have a body. You have a mind. You are a Thetan. Scientology offers tools you can use to increase your abilities and reach your full potential in life. For the subject of Scientology is you.
All right. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. And what do you see in your screen?
The end of the Video.
Oh, the end of the video? Okay. I think we'll make that disappear now. How's that? Okay, good.
Yeah, that's better.
Excellent. I'm not sure if the people who did not have a computer connection, if they were able to listen to the video. At some point, I know that Mitch had a little trouble with it, but yeah, I hope that most of you were able to hear it. So I'm gonna go back 1 second. So yeah, I have a couple of more slides, but before we go to those slides that are more like announcements, I just want to find out if anyone would like to make any comment or say something about what we just talked about. You can unmute your mics and you can share something if you like.
Yeah, I think those were good points. Like, I never realized that perception, confront, and awareness could like tie together like that, and that's a cool thing to look at. Feel like it helps with the concept of maybe increasing confront just in general as well. So that was good.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, if anybody had, wants to write a success story regarding what we just did, send it to Leanne, please. He's collecting success stories.
Yeah, feedback in general.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Also, the most very important thing is Scientology.org/stay well. Get as many people, your friends, they're Scientologists or not, get as many people sharing that as possible, because that will help us confront the virus and take it down. Also, while you're at home, watch Scientology TV. Raise your tone level. Do something worthwhile. Okay, guys?
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you, Mitch. What Mitch just said right now, it's very interesting. And this is something I can share. It's okay to share it. It's like a cognition I had doing some session, and it is totally okay to share that. But what I cognited was that the more my tone level increases, the more I build a thicker shield around me. And that shield is not just a shield against, let's say, a virus, right? It's a shield against any negativity from the environment, any evil purpose from the environment. And if I leave at any point my tone level to go down, that shield around me becomes smaller. So the higher my tone level, the bigger the shield is around me. So now you may ask me, okay, what do you do to keep your tone level high? I'll tell you, I go in session. I have that privilege to be at the level, so I can do that. However, I do listen to LRH, and I do listen and read even more now, because since I'm playing the game to present to you guys Sunday service, I have to be prepared for that. So I keep studying LRH to do this presentation. And also, I do things a lot from my third and fourth dynamic. I'm outflowing like crazy. I have never outflown things like this and help to others more in my life. And that thing keeps me uptone, and I feel I have a very, very solid, thick shield around me. I feel good about it. Go ahead, Keith. We can't hear you. Keith, unmute your mic.
How about now?
Now we can hear you.
Sounds okay.
Okay, good. Hey, I just wanted to say that this was awesome again. I had a little bit of a problem getting on at first, but if I want to recommend, I didn't realize we were switching platforms, but I can recommend to everybody to download the app. It gives you a much better experience, and I was able to then log on and hear everybody in real time. So it works just as well as Zoom. This is good. How come you changed?
We were asked by management not to use Zoom for this because of some security issues.
Breaches. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this is working great, and but everybody should download the app so that next week you're ready to just hop on, and there will be no, and then you just copy and paste the link that Dimi sends out into the meeting room ID, and it just takes you right there.
Yeah, the app is only for the phone, by the way.
Oh, okay. Either that, or you need to use Google Chrome as the browser.
Yeah.
Chrome, yes.
All right. Well, the app
Or
works.
Edge Chrome based.
The app is working great on the phone, way better than the computer was before. So just sharing that. But Dimi, you presented some amazing stuff. It reminded me a lot about the SRD, which completely flattens havingness, and how important havingness is to living, a happy life.
Cool.
So your presentation reminded me of that, and it has a lot to do with what's going on, in society.
Thank you. Awesome. Anybody else would like to share something? It can be anything you guys want to share. This is one of the opportunities we have to connect in a weekly basis.
Oh yeah, management wants everybody to be on extension courses. So
Yes. As a matter of fact, that's great that you are mentioning it, Mitch, right now, because
if you need any help on that, contact me or Danielle.
yes, extension courses.
What happened?
Can you see my screen?
Yes.
So extension courses with the Long Island Org Academy or with Flag. Study again your course with the Long Island Remote Academy. Take advantage of take advantage of Dawn and Danielle as they can soup you. This WISE podcast is absolutely spectacular. I can tell you, I never imagined that Quentin would do such a spectacular job. I mean, I'm loving his podcasts, and my goodness, his voice is so good. And of course, for your friends, they can get free courses at Volunteer Minister Solutions. Another announcement is that every Monday we have OT committee meeting and at 6:30 p.m. And actually we are going to use this same link for OT committee. You don't need to use the other phone. We will be using this link that we're using today for OT committee tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. And I know that Wendy has a lot of good stuff to share with us during that. Anything else? Anything else anyone would like to say or share?
I mean, I second that motion with Quentin's podcast. I'm listening to them when they come out. They're very quick, and it's some of the best presentations of the tech. He's really doing a fantastic job. So I highly recommend it. And can you just review again where all those management videos are? It's Scientology.org/stay well.
Yes, there are two different areas. There is Scientology.org/stay well or Scientology.tv/keep well. Both.
So they're both the same.
Well, I prefer Scientology.org stay well. The reason is on the Stay Well website, you can download the book, you can download posters, you can, I mean, it's absolutely spectacular.
Good.
Site.
Good.
So I totally suggest that. I want to see if I have the ability through, let me just see something. I want to see if we have the ability through this for me to share if I can send you the today's presentation somehow. You know what? I will send you guys today's presentation via email. That's what I'm going to do, because I don't see a way for me to attach it here unless there is a under chat. Anybody knows if under chat I can attach a presentation?
I'm not sure. I'm signing off, guys. Have a great day. Love you guys.
Take care.
Okay.
All right. Okay. And just before we completely sign off, let's just give a hand to LRH. All right. The only thing wrong with the bricklayer is that his attention is fixed on barriers, messed. His freedom depends upon putting his attention on freedom or present time. LRH. All right. Okay, everyone. Thank you very much for joining us again today. And we'll see you all tomorrow for a tea committee. And then next week, next Sunday for Sunday service.
Yep.
Okay.
Thanks, Judy.
Take care, everyone.
Feel free to give me your feedback on today. Farewell.
Bye.
Bye.